homicide.
Okay.
They should have been assassinated.
Because it's like you can't say you don't like black women and you're with someone who literally is trying to appropriate black culture or carry themselves like a black woman. So that's it. That's what throws me off.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta vibe.
Yeah.
So we chilling. How y'all doing? Welcome to The Rising. Another installment. Joined here with Cayman and Cabria. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing good.
You good? How you doing?
I'm good. Chilling. How are you today, Xavier? Xavier.
I'm feeling
I always
overwhelmed,
remember to
man.
ask.
Feeling overwhelmed.
Why?
Ooh,
Why is that,
oh, yeah.
sir?
What is going on? I was going
Bro,
to ask, but
There's so much.
you don't have to tell everybody.
Oh,
but
might
we
not be
can
what you're
talk.
expecting. I'm overwhelmed because why is there so much music out right now?
Oh.
Everybody and their mama dropping.
Not everybody.
Niggas are dropping 2 albums 2 weeks in a row.
I mean, it's the fourth quarter. It's that time of the year where everybody want to drop.
But isn't that too much? Like, you drop an album, 14-track album, standard.
Okay.
2 weeks later, you drop another 14-track album. I didn't even have enough time to finish digesting the first one.
Okay, you're only talking about one person when you're talking about that.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's damn near equivalent to Chris Brown dropping a 24, or no, like a 36, 38
he dropped
album,
hella big
song
albums.
album. I'm like, why are you giving? That's too much.
They said that was his best album. It was 49 tracks.
Who listened to
Who?
it?
Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Which one? His recent one?
It was like
Well,
2 albums ago.
It must be. It's gonna be
Wow.
hard. It's gonna be hard
That's
for it not to be a
crazy. Love
good
that
album
friend.
when there's 47 songs on it. At least
I
20 of
mean-
them gotta be good,
Well,
or else you suck.
hey.
But it wasn't just 20 good. It was like 30 good. It was like a high clip good.
But but I
wow.
forgot. Chris Brown's blacklisted, so nobody cares.
Dang.
nobody
good.
gives a fuck.
Yeah, but Cleo Soul, she dropped another album. Y'all heard that J. Cole verse. Xavier, what
What,
was your
on
thoughts
Cleo
on that
Soul?
J. Cole verse with the Lil Yachty?
Oh, I was
J.
like,
Cole, Lil
So-
Yachty.
I want to.
That song just came out.
Going back to what Cabria said before we started recording, like she said that it seems like J. Cole's just giving a verse to anybody who's paying that nigga because
It makes me so
that
embarrassed.
Yachty song was ass.
What do you mean?
The Yachty song with J. Cole.
Yeah. How was it ass?
Did you listen to it?
J. Cole had a fire verse.
Okay, but we're not even talking about
yeah,
that.
maybe Lil
Why
Yachty
is
has
J.
to
Cole?
re-release it.
Why was J. Cole on that
Tweak
song?
it.
That song was terrible.
It's called.
That song was terrible.
What
What
is
was
it
it
called?
called again?
Terrible.
Let me see.
It was pretty bad.
No, I know what you're saying, but maybe you know how sometimes people release it and then they hear it like, oh shoot, my audio's off, and then they take it back and he's gonna tweak it. So hopefully,
What
it's
you mean
like,
his audio was off?
he just sounded like
This
it
is-
sounded like
That's
he's
how
used-
Yachty sounds on record.
Are you serious? Cause like I
That's
don't
that nigga.
remember
It's
that.
called The Secret Recipe. He has J. Cole in a feature. That's The Secret Recipe.
Yeah, because the song would have tanked without J. Cole, The Secret Recipe.
Oh,
It's like
wow. That
J.
could be
Cole's
what
like
he was saying.
J. Cole's like cheese. You just put it on
Oh.
shit
But
and it
it-
makes it better.
it makes it
Even
better.
if it's trash, you just put some cheese on it. It's like okay, it's
So just
it's
say-
manageable.
So just say.
Okay.
So just say that Lil Yachty.
Well, I
want
wouldn't compare J. Cole to cheese. I'll compare him
It's
to
not that
seasoning.
okay. I don't like I don't like you. I don't. What is
When
this
he's-
nigga's name? I don't like
Lil
Lil
Yachty's-
Yachty's rapping. I
When
like
he's
when
trying to
sings.
really rap like
Well,
bar,
when
like
he's-
serious?
yeah. When what was that one song that was that he did with fucking who's that big nigga?
Drum.
No, the be rapping.
The big nigga that be rapping.
Damn, I can't remember his name, but he did
Wow.
it. It was hecka popular like 3-4 years ago. But he was rapping like hella
T
serious.
Grizzly? T Grizzly?
Yeah, T
From
Grizzly.
the
Yeah,
D
T
to the
Grizzly.
A?
Yes.
I know
okay.
exactly what
God,
song he's talking
bro.
about. I ain't gonna lie, I like that song.
I like that song, but like
I was surprised Lil Yachty was on it.
his voice is just like. That's how I kind of felt about Chance the Rapper early on. Like I couldn't really get behind his music because I could not get behind it. And his
Oh,
fucking-
goodness.
his voice and shit. It was
That
just
was his
too.
Why
the
you do
creative
that
part
to
of
me?
him.
Yeah, it just took a while, but once I got used to it, I was like, okay,
Right.
I liked it. But he don't even sound like that no more. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he needs
Anyways.
to get back in touch. Maybe he needs to. You feel me? But that's what I'm saying. Lil Yachty has been out for a while now, and it still has not really caught on for me. Like he has a couple tracks
No.
here and there. Like his last album when he's more singing. I can get behind that. It's like Drake. Well, it always comes back to Drake.
I mean-
I don't like Drake when he's rapping.
And they're best friends now, Drake and Yachty. They're
That's
like,
what I was gonna say. I feel like he's
Right.
getting known as Drake's best friend recently,
Drake's
but
side
also no, honestly. But I mean, I'm not gonna be disrespectful like that. But like, also to the point I was trying to make is that he also is like a producer and a songwriter. So
Right,
maybe he's
right.
behind the scenes doing that, and then he'd be trying to release the shit to be like, do I still got it? And sometimes it's
Right.
like tweak it a little
He
bit.
need to run that past.
Because maybe he's a
focus group
producer.
first.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't do the voices and shit on the songs, but shouldn't he be able to do all of that if he's a producer?
Yeah, he should. Yeah, if he's a producer,
Yeah.
he should have been able to listen to them and be like, let me tweak this a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Running this
If you're
EP
gonna use auto-tune,
running this EP past the focus group.
yeah, run this shit past the focus group first, because that shit was terrible.
Oh my.
But if you're gonna
He should have
already
just
use
did it.
the
He should have
auto-tune,
sampled it.
what he should have just did is just gave the song to J. Cole and like completely erased his verse.
Oh wow.
But either way, that still wouldn't have really did too much, because I'm getting tired
He
of
needs
J. Cole.
he needs a verse. Okay.
Are we transferring to J. Cole right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so you didn't like Yachty's part. You don't like
I don't
Yachty
like
rapping.
I don't like Yachty rapping.
So
Okay.
And
what
I thought
about
he said he was done doing that shit? Didn't he completely disregard all his previous music? And this was sounding like previous Yachty, previous
Okay.
disregarded boat.
I mean, I think he still
He
is
hop
like
back on the boat.
he's still a true R&B. Or I say R&B. He's still a true rap fan. So I think he still wants to have those records with the like greats. Like he still wants to have the J. Cole feature
But
where
if-
he's really rapping with him.
I feel like when did we get okay with people hopping on a record with a great and underperforming?
Okay, this is
Especially if it's their song.
this is what I would
When
say.
do we get okay with niggas getting washed on their own song?
This is
Wow.
what I was.
We used to talk about that. Ain't this the same nigga that you
Hold
were talking
on.
about in the last podcast? I'm well, Lil Yachty said this. Why the hell are we talking about Lil Yachty? What the fuck are we talking about Lil Yachty for?
Oh.
He dropped the EP 5 songs. I couldn't make it through the first one.
Hold up.
Oh wow.
Hold up.
It wasn't even TikTok.
Lil Yachty has the writing credits for Act Up, and that's a real hit.
Okay,
Xavier.
you can write.
What other writing
a lot
credits
of
have you
and this is
people
what I
can
will
write,
say.
but it doesn't transfer over.
Exactly. This is what I will say, because performance and punchlines, the things that you don't give Drake credit for, and I don't want to get a Drake. I don't want to get into a Drake debate, but the things Xavier does not give Drake credit for, which is performing on a record, which is delivering on a record when somebody writes the lyrics. Yachty did not do that, but that doesn't mean that his lyrics were not dope. That doesn't mean that. It just means that he can't deliver the
I'm
record
giving
the same
him credits
way.
for something that he's like we're not supposed to do.
Okay, but
And
I'm
for
saying
true to hip hop.
So why
but
do
we
you
want to give this nigga the credit of being one of the best to do it. But I got to give him performance credits. Like this is
he's one of the best producers to do it. He's just, he just
Is
can't.
he?
I
The
mean,
best producer
and
ever.
no, not ever. I mean, he's
He
one
said
of the,
to do
he's
it,
one of he's
so.
one of the best producers
He said
in this
to do
era.
it.
He
Let
just-
me
he just
correct
translated
myself.
He just
Yeah.
translated Degrassi to rapping.
Oh,
He just
he was too.
switched his form of
He
acting.
was in the.
All I'm saying is,
Or
y'all,
what? No, what was that little show when he was in the wheelchair?
Yeah,
talking about-
Drake.
yeah, Drake, yeah,
I thought we were
Degrassi.
talking about Lil
Degrassi.
Yachty.
It was
What the
Degrassi.
fuck? I thought we were talking about Lil
Yeah, I
Yachty.
thought we were talking about Lil Yachty. But
me
anyway,
off.
Lil Yachty, he got act up on his little ticket, so that's
Okay.
why I give that man credit.
But when you look up Lil Yachty top hits, Act Up's not popping up because he's not on that song.
Well, we're just saying the best songs he wrote is what we're saying.
right.
Okay, but then I
We
mean,
just
I
give
get
I'm
it.
just saying the
Credit where
delivery
credit's
may
due.
have the delivery may not be there, and I just think it's
Right.
a tone thing. I think it's like how he projects his voice and things of that nature for a rap and to have bars and to do like bars like that. I just don't think that fits him.
But if you're
I
already
agree, I
editing your
agree.
voice,
It's just
Why
long
not
story
edit it
short.
better?
Long
Right.
story short, they should have just been honest with that nigga and told him what is the point of this song? Is it the secret
But
recipe,
J. Cole-
that J. Cole is the
Yeah.
secret? Okay,
That's
cool.
exactly what it
You
was.
kind of showed it. You feel me? But also too, I would just tell my bro like we not gonna release that like that. Like not in a bad way or nothing like that. But just to be like, you know what? At least release 2 versions of it. Like release the one and then release the second.
thank you. At least it's not me.
Hold on.
hating,
You know
bro.
what I'm
Hold on.
saying?
Yo,
Like the
that's-
first one
hating
is
on my
just me
lonely.
just rapping, and then my second one is after I produced it and did what I usually do with rappers who can't rap. Because that would also
Damn.
be like the secret recipe to the industry is a good ass producer, but then also is a good ass rapper. So that would have been better with the secret recipe because it's like, which one is it? Like, are these niggas good because they really can rap? Or are they good because they got people who can make them sound like they can really rap?
And I think y'all have I think y'all
I
have
thought that
like
would have been deeper.
would've-
So
yeah.
Lil Yachty definitely, man. I don't
One of
know.
y'all-
I should go
both of
into,
y'all have, like, the-
marketing.
the good back in the day like mindset. Like
Back in
you
the
would
day.
never nobody would ever put a song out when they just got washed. Like they would go rewrite their verse, they would go do whatever it took, but they're not getting washed on their thing like that. And then you would have
Didn't
some of the
Drake
greats.
did with Slime?
Drake loves getting washed on his own song.
Oh
That's not even
my!
a
That's what he
debate.
was gonna
What are
say.
we talking about?
We're talking about the old greats, man.
Oh
We're talking about the
my.
old greats. But
Oh
anyway,
my.
that used to really be a
Little
thing. So I
hostility.
think that like even stop bringing up Drake. But the Jack Harlow. Remember when Jack Harlow got washed on his song?
Yeah.
They were like, Jack Harlow got washed. Like, why are we?
What song?
I had to give Drake. I'll give Drake his props on that song.
Yeah, they're putting out the clips of
Drake and
They're
Jake,
putting out
Drake
the
on
clips.
Jack Harlow. I don't remember what the name of that song was.
Churchill Down.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay, he liked the album.
Yeah, he for sure did. 'Cause
No,
I
that
didn't
song
even
was
know.
good.
It was a good song. It was a good album.
That song was good.
R.I.P. Jack Harlow's
Okay.
career. Now that nigga acting.
Is he?
He was
What
in
is
that
he
White Boy
acting?
Can't Jump.
Oh,
Was that a TV show or was
was
that a-
that really
No,
Jack
that was
Harlow?
a- that was
Oh,
a
that
movie?
was Jack Harlow.
That's
He looked
tough.
a little bit different.
That was a real movie.
He looked a little bit
You
different.
watched it?
I saw clips of it, but I didn't watch it because
Mm-hmm.
I don't like watching celebrities play, acting. Except
Yeah.
except for Kim, she's doing really good on American Horror Story. I would say that. I can't be a hater.
Okay, so
I'm
She's
about to
doing
watch her.
really good.
I'm watching her tomorrow in the going with my brother to watch Paw Patrol, and her kids are
you
gonna be in
just
Paw Patrol.
listening to her. It's probably gonna sound
It
good. It's
takes
gonna
a-
sound like a
it-
family.
But you could tell if voice acting is hard because if I'm listening to her voice cannot. It has to be able to match the characters, and you can tell. You can still tell if a nigga can't act from just the voice.
I guess you're just saying. So her character has to be a little bit sassy or whatever.
Yeah, they better
like,
give her a
dress really-
sassy
yeah.
ass character. If she's playing some serious character, talking like she's on the Kardashians, not even keeping up with the Kardashians, just the Kardashians.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
I think
watching.
I think they're gonna deliver.
Yeah, I
she
wanna see-
went
I wanna
to
see what
act
they
in
do.
something. She did something because I think she showed up in some other TV show and it didn't go well. But this one, Kim Kardashian. But I think she took some acting skills. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Like,
that's
Hopefully.
so
they
extra.
probably took a lot. Probably
I mean,
voice acting, like
At the end
hella
of the day,
shit.
it really don't matter because a lot of these niggas can't act no more.
Did you see that whole thing about how they said movies is just really like
Trash?
no, not trash, but like well, I guess
Getting trash?
because it's just like. Especially superhero. Oh my god.
Progressively getting worse over
Oh my
time.
god, I'm saying like special
Okay.
effects.
Well, actually,
couldn't
I
even
did
get it
hear-
out, but that was good.
I did kind of hear
I
a
like
little
that.
thing about how like some movies are getting bad is because like Disney keeps buying up everybody.
Well, shit, make some more money then.
Yeah.
Scared money don't make money. Get on y'all shit for real. Cause this Nun shit, this must be some Disney shit. Cause I see the preview for the Nun, or not the Nun. I meant the Exorcist, all the time.
I'm not watching
Maybe
that
that's
shit.
why Disney's making so much money. Cause they have the
Disney owns
Disney
everybody and their
covers.
mama.
Right. Disney said you gonna love us.
They said,
And
"You
that's
gonna
why
love us
people
one way
be
or another."
obsessed. Maybe that's why people. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting into deep thought.
yeah,
But-
yeah. Okay, so back to
That's the next topic.
yeah,
Disney
J.
and
Cole,
capitalism.
Xavier. What's your take on J. Cole?
My take on J. Cole is what happened to when he used to go into hiding until he dropped another album. Like, why do I keep
Where is
hearing this nigga?
album?
Why you don't want to hear him in features
I
like this? He
do.
just killed that little Yachty
I do,
feature.
but it used to be like a pleasant surprise when you heard J. Cole.
Yeah, and
It used to be like,
that.
Hard, nigga.
and it used to be like, okay, and it was like, okay, I haven't heard J. Cole in a long time. I know he's gonna deliver, but now it's just like, I just keep hearing this nigga. And it's not to say that he's releasing bad music. He's continually releasing good music. There's always gonna be bars, but I feel like if J. Cole hasn't reached the status, or if he hadn't already reached the status of being like one of the best to ever do it, I would have started giving him the baby treatment.
The baby treatment.
Like I was listening to that Lil Yachty song when it got to his verse, and I was
hold
like,
on,
You
Xavier.
said J. Cole treatment?
hold on. No, he just said.
I'm about to like.
Okay, explain.
The baby treatment? What's
The
that?
baby
What's
treatment.
fuck-
treatment.
What's the baby treatment?
So,
like,
go ahead.
I
explain.
was
Break it
listening
down,
to
I'm
his verse.
confused.
I was
Me too.
listening to his
Probably just
verse
getting real
on.
disrespectful.
Exactly.
I was listening to his verse on the Lil Yachty song, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Is this Forest Hill Drive? Wait, is this the warm up? Wait, no. This is KOD. Wait, no, this is 2023. Nigga, switch it up, please, a little bit. Like,
Oh,
it's
my.
always gonna be good. We know that, but now it's just like I'm tired.
Okay, but it's not just good, Xavier. It's excellent.
Like you
it's
want to hear
excellent
him
rapping.
like with auto
Of course
tune?
it's
top
You
You want
tier
him to switch it?
rapping.
His,
I don't know.
his
It's
flow,
just like- it's just
how he
like-
delivers it.
I don't know.
Auto tune, be with on a female song, like
I
That
don't
is
know.
top tier rapping, Xavier. Do
yeah,
not do that.
But maybe it's
having
I
on
don't
the
know.
Spanish. Ooh, that
Maybe
be
he
dope.
needs a hiatus. Like
You don't think that he can just
Mm.
be out here doing features, getting better? Like the verses are really top tier.
I feel like
all
if
the
anything,
time. That's
he's
not a fall off.
If anything, he's
It's
just
kinda
gonna
like
start
a Kendrick
diluting
did.
his career. He's gonna start
Oh.
because now he's just hopping on. It's a top tier rapper, just
Wow.
hopping on songs that are trash. Like his verse may be good, but the entirety of the song is like
I
there's
like
nothing
his
we're gonna
song a
talk
bit
about.
More. I like his song a bit more because I feel like if we're doing comparison like with Kendrick, I feel like the songs that Kendrick hopped on have always been a little bit more upbeat, and I feel like J. Cole's has always been like.
But let me give you.
How to explain it?
Let me throw you this.
It's
Let me-
very like R&B, rap.
But at least Keem slid on Hillbillies.
Can you slide?
Yachty did not slide on shit.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're right. But I mean, it's just.
Let me just
COVID.
throw this out. I think this could be a scenario too.
What?
J. Cole said that this is his last
Doo-doo.
album, the Fall Off. He said this is his last album.
When did he say
was
that?
He's been saying that the last 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know where you been.
I've
But
never
anyway.
heard him say that. I've never
No, this
heard
is his
him.
like this is
in
his last
interviews?
album.
Or-
Yes,
I don't
he
be
wants to
watching
be
his
done.
fucking interview.
He wants to be done. So I think that he tried to get all the features out the way.
Okay.
He's throwing everybody a feature that wants one because when that nigga
You
is
want
done,
a feature? Nah,
yeah.
he catching that bag every time someone throws
When
it.
that nigga
That's
is
what he's
done,
doing.
he's gonna
not
be done
giving
and he's
away
gonna
his
go away
features.
forever.
He's
gonna
not popcorn
be
his
with his
features.
Exactly.
He
Every
better
nigga
not
can't
be
be
popcorn
Oprah.
his features. They coming to him with the
You get a
fucking money.
feature.
He's
You
saying,
get-
okay, I'm gonna listen.
I'm not
and then I'm
saying
gonna give
that.
you a
I'm saying
feature.
Not
yes,
everybody
and he's
deserves
open
a
to
feature.
it.
Yeah,
not
of
everybody's
course.
just recording with
True.
Beyonce, nigga.
Or you're just hearing a beat.
Not
Like,
everybody
hey,
gets a
this is
Beyonce
song for
feature.
you. I already have J.
But y'all
Cole
acting
on
like
it.
everybody and everybody. Like he what? Because he gave Lil Durk a fucking feature too on All My Life.
All my life. All my life. That song I hate it, but it is catchy. I would give it to them. I just don't
If you
like
gotta
it.
rely on it being catchy, it's tough.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I just didn't like it. It was just a little bit too, like, I just wasn't expecting that right now when it's like, and I get what they're saying, but I feel like right now with like the pandemic and shit, it's like everyone's kind of feeling like they gotta like
Yeah.
get way more money than what we got. So it's like talking about All My Life, and it's like, okay, I
And-
want some
yeah.
upbeat shit, you know?
Switch it up.
I want some upbeat
Switch
shit.
it up.
Let me
No,
get something else.
You think about it, like we want some upbeat shit, like you feel me, like you know.
I mean, I understand sticking true to yourself and it's
You don't
worked.
be
It's
sad all
worked
the
thus
time.
far. I'm not saying like every album, like nigga experiment, do something else, but sometimes I'm saying like
Yeah.
nigga experiment, try something else.
Well, I liked.
And I
like,
think you
there's
got a
nothing wrong
little,
with this
I think you have a
Walker
little
feature.
smoke for J. Cole. And the Summer Walker feature
And that's the
was
only
not
song that plays.
that was
in
not
every playlist.
that was not the same flow. He still kind of did something different with there. He killed the but I get what you're saying.
It was so sweet.
Stick with it for a project. Let me see something.
I get what you're
Let me
saying.
see some. I hate to say it, but let me see some range. Stop being so one dimensional.
And just
Stop being
barring niggas up.
Yeah, stop being a better version of Wale. Like that's
I was just listening to Flower Bomb. Whatever.
because you're a J. Cole fan.
Is it Super Flower? What is it called?
Lotus.
Oh, sorry,
Flower
y'all.
Bomb.
I know. I'm talking about fucking Bomb.
She
Super.
take me high.
Yeah,
still
that's
like-
not my favorite song,
I
so
still like
that's
Wild
also why. Wale just never did it. So for you even to compare J. Cole to Wale, that's just like crazy. to
Okay,
me.
They're
don't.
two-
It's not
they're-
that bad of a comparison. One's in one big
I
tier.
said he's
and
a better
one's in-
version.
Who would you? When someone said Kendrick reminds me of Wale, how would you feel?
I wouldn't say that.
But I'm just saying, like, if someone compared Kendrick to some other rapper that people forget when you think of a rapper, because
If-
you ask somebody right now, top 5, top 10, Wale's not
depends.
even in the fucking 10. He's not even in the 5 with some people. J. Cole is
Shit,
up
if you talk to
there.
Cayman, maybe.
Shut
No,
I've
I'm
been
just
telling
saying,
Kanye
like,
that
he
since high
getting so
school.
aggressive, or like not aggressive, trying to be defending
No,
Wale.
I'm just sa-
but
I'm just saying,
Wale
like-
can't go on tour right now and sell that shit out.
Of course not. I said he was a better version, but I'm saying
Just
if somebody
saying.
said that
Don't come for J. Cole
if
like
Kendrick
that.
sounded like
Not coming
blah
for
blah
J.
blah,
Cole.
if it was like a
Checking
decent
it.
comparison, I'm like, yeah, he sounds like this, but a way better version. I'm more likely this nigga sound like him. So okay,
How much have your opinion?
Wale sounds like a worse version of J. Cole, but
Don't just say it like that.
Yeah,
though.
see, that's also not
Throw a
nice.
disclaimer.
okay.
I think they
Disclaimer.
shouldn't even be in the same.
I like Wale,
comparison.
kinda. Like he's-
Kinda. See, no one said I like J. Cole. Kinda. No one ever says that. It's I like J. Cole. They're very confident.
Yeah, that's why I said he's a better version.
Look,
Similar
hella
styles.
serious.
They're both poet, talking to the women and talking about feelings and talking about real shit. But like at the end of the day, I say the same thing about Wale. Like one dimensional. Let me see something else. Let me see
Okay.
some range. I get being like a master of your craft,
Right.
but at the same time, it's like if you're gonna do something for a long period of time, I don't think music is one of those crafts where you can just get comfortable just putting out the same shit over and over again, because you have to keep connecting with a different crowd.
Right.
Like even if you are maintaining the same audience throughout your entire career, you're not the only artist. Ooh, I butchered that shit. You're not the only artist they're listening to. So if
You have to
you're
keep up.
yeah, because if the times are changing and they're listening to other artists, but when they listen to you, that shit still sounds like 2014.
I get what you're saying.
You might start getting less behind unless that shit is just really
and I'm gonna say
ahead of
this.
his time or past the time.
Yeah,
And I think he's better than
I
think he's better than he was in 2014. I just want to say that.
Okay,
Who?
he's been
J.
doing
Cole.
good. I think he's been
Oh,
doing
no, well, I
good.
wasn't talking about J. Cole.
Pen is sharper.
I was talking about Wale with that one. But
Just
I mean,
know his pen is sharper. I just want you to know that J. Cole's
Oh,
pen
of course.
is way
the
sharper
bars,
than it was.
That's what I'm saying. The bars have never been in question when it comes
Right.
to J. Cole. It's
Right,
more
right.
so delivery.
Exactly.
It's more so delivery.
Never questioning it.
Damn near, switch the beat up.
Okay.
Give me a beat change.
Get with
You
a
know?
real producer in there.
Yeah,
lock
meet up
in
with
with-
Metro.
He produces all of his stuff.
Yeah, he
Shit,
should
I don't know.
probably
J. Cole
just
Metro?
try to get in the studio with everybody. I ain't gonna lie.
Quick.
Just for his last album.
Nah. I can
No,
see-
we don't want another Dreamville album. That's probably his last personal album or whatever, independent
saying-
album. He's
I'm
probably gonna do
saying-
Dreamvilles. I
I'm
do
saying
like that.
J. Cole just thinking outside of the box and getting with different producers might really help him with his last album instead of
That
just
he's
him.
his own producer.
Him, you know.
It's like he lives
He's
in
not gonna
a.
get it. He's not gonna replace himself.
Yeah, I'm like,
But we know you can do it, bro. Like
can he?
I
Yes,
have
he can.
never. If he
Maybe
never had
he's-
another producer, why would he get one now?
he's all no. It's not. It's not always been like that. It's not. He's not always made his own beats. He's not always made his
What?
own beats. No, he has not. He's not always made his own beats.
Mm.
He's
So you
made a
say
lot
he
of
buys
them.
them?
He makes.
He buys
He does what
them
other
and
artists
then-
do.
Okay, but that's not his beat. But he's invited onto that beat. That's different.
If he what? If he gets invited onto the beat.
Yes, by another artist to be a feature.
Yes, but I'm saying not all his
I thought
own.
all his
I'm
albums
not-
he
no,
produced
no,
his
no,
own
no,
beats.
Not all his own music. Not every single record. No. It's
On
not
his
like that.
albums.
No.
Okay, I can see. I guess
Uh-uh.
he said no features. I guess so. It doesn't mean like
There were some albums that J. Cole, yes, he produced like most of the album, did all that, but I'm saying it's time to now expand. We know you could do that part, like Kanye has did that, where he's, I'll produce this part of my album, most of it right here, and then now I'm gonna go and get the orchestra and all the other things so I can have this sound on this album. Like we've seen him change sounds on each album or go with different people to just give a different sound to an album. Now it's time for J. Cole to do that. And if this is really his last album, I mean,
Go hard.
go hard, bro.
Shout out to A$AP Rocky's last album. I don't know if it was by
Don't
force or
remember it.
Yeah,
by design.
Yeah.
You think he
Okay.
about to retire?
Probably not. I don't think he's got the hint. I don't think he's got the hint.
But other new music that came out, Lil Wayne dropped a little mixtape, Georgia Smith,
I know he dropped the
Cleoso.
mix. Oh, that's just the mixtape. Because
Back
I
to
was
back.
like, why is his? I thought isn't it supposed to be
Yeah.
like Carter? What?
Yeah, it's about to come. Something before the 6 is what it was called. And YG and Tyga dropped a little mixtape. And me and Xavier were talking before the pod, and we were listening to the album. I mean, it sounded cool. It sounded like, YG and Tyga, I guess. And
And did some of them they have their own song, or was it all
Um,
featured on the same?
I think they're all on this. Then they got like a Lil Wayne feature. They got a Blast feature.
Yeah, but I'm
so-
saying, is it both artists on it too?
Yeah, it's both artists. Both
Oh,
artists.
so they never got their own song.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
see,
You like records like that, but it's
Yeah,
a joint
like
record.
the-
He's
It's
got
like
to season it in like at least one or two.
right.
I get what you're saying.
Like, even
but I'm
Drake
just saying,
did that?
like, yeah,
Oh,
Drake
well,
and
always
21.
21.
21.
All their featured
Yeah.
albums. The person who's like, they all get their own feature,
Right.
or their own song.
Yeah. So Xavier was like, who has had a better career out of Tyga and YG? And when I really thought about it, I mean, I think the first answer that came to my head was YG.
That's just
but
the
I had to
obvious.
really think about it.
Yeah.
I think it's really closer than people think it is.
Yeah, it's like the obvious when you first hear it, like you're innately gonna be like, oh yeah, YG.
yeah.
But if you take a second to actually
did.
think about it, you're like, I mean, is he though? Like, especially if you listen to the new project. Like, so we were listening to one song and I was like, the one with Blast, and I was like, Tyga's really kind of eating this.
Like
nigga
when it
up.
comes to like flow and
Wow.
like that, like
Yeah,
Tyga really
the
has
delivery and everything.
Yeah.
Damn, now I
But
finally
that-
gotta
that's
listen to
why-
it. Y'all
and-
hyping up Tyga a lot.
And that's why it came in. He had mentioned, he was like, well, people are probably gonna go towards YG more because he has a classic album,
Right.
As opposed to Tyga, who has more classic songs.
but
what
if you think
is
about
that
their-
more important though? We don't. I mean,
Well, I
niggas,
think
do niggas really care about albums anymore? Because
I mean, a
most
classic
of the shit,
album really
most
matters.
of the shit ain't that
A
good
classic,
no more.
Right.
A classic album
But
really
it's
matters.
because it's so hard to come by now.
Right.
Niggas are just dropping singles, and then they drop a project, and it's like, I'll listen to these few songs off the project, but not too many people are giving you like straight classic albums anymore.
That is true.
Like, or at least give me something that I want to revisit and actually want to like hit from start to finish.
Exactly.
Not just pick through.
Not just fillers. Not just
Like give me something I
Right.
can listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, to do that for an album, yeah, that's tough. So I would give that to YG, but to have, would you credit Tyga with longevity if he has to fall off and has to come back? Because he's been out
That's
here for a
what he
minute,
did.
but
Yeah.
YG's been here for a minute too, though.
But I mean, I was thinking about it, and I feel like if you think about like the who listening to Tyga and who's listening to YG, you know, and like what those like demographics or what those groups of people are doing, you know,
That is a different
age,
demographic.
you know, throughout
Right.
time, you know, and that's what I'm saying. And I feel like but at the same time, they're bringing people together who have similar interests who don't realize they do, and they could like actually have a good time, if that makes sense. Because it's like YG got like, you know, like the hood people,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. And then Tyga got all the people who's in college, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, went to college doing shit.
What
you
is
know?
Tyga's like?
But that's what I'm saying.
demo,
His demographic
Definitely
to
white
me
party
is people
people.
who go to college. That's who Tyga like. Oh, we're
White
having a
frat
good
people.
time. We're drink, you know.
Especially during Switch Lanes, the Switch Lanes.
hold on,
era.
He
but I
doesn't
wouldn't-
give me gangster. He don't give
No,
me
for sure
like,
not.
oh, I'll kill somebody. He
But
don't
hold
give
on.
it to me.
I would say that was his target at a time, but in 2023, do you guys still think with them doing this joint album
Mm-hmm.
together, what do you think Tyga's target has been in like the last 2 years?
I
3
just said
years?
they're bringing.
It's the same
We're
shit.
bringing the people together.
I don't
He's always gonna have.
I don't know.
He's always gonna have
Yes.
a black audience, and that black audience is gonna be
I think
the
we.
same.
I
like,
think.
the opposite version of
I
that.
think the
Seriously,
black
right now
audience-
you're in your car right now. You're gonna play Tyga,
But
or you're
we're-
gonna play
but
YG
you have-
first. Which one? Who?
Hold on. This is what I'm saying.
Because
This
YG
is
will
this is
come on
the
before Tyga.
1000%. But this is the
It
only
depends
thing
on
I'm
the
saying about Tyga.
I'm saying and shuffle your music.
This is the only thing I'm
Oh,
saying. This
yeah,
is
probably YG.
This is the only thing
Yeah.
I'm saying about Tyga. Tyga, I don't think has been relevant to like a college scene, like a younger people scene, in a long time. Like since he first started popping, I think when Taste took off, that was like
2018.
Yeah, that was already a minute ago.
yeah,
I was in
like
college.
you were in
I
college
was
for
as
that,
well.
yes. But now in 2023, I think his demo is different. It's us that are outside of college now. I don't think he can even
Okay.
target
What's a
them
recent
anymore.
song
I
with
think he's
Tyga?
too old.
He did Doja Cat, him and Tyga. Didn't they do a song together? That still to me was giving college. It wasn't
Okay.
giving.
Okay.
It was not
He can
giving
still be
like
pulling-
old people go. I'm not older.
Yeah,
older
he can
people
still be
going to
pulling.
work.
He can still be pulling
It's just
for
new,
that.
It's just new people migrating in. Just
Yeah.
because we're outgrowing it doesn't mean niggas aren't coming in as fillers. I
Right.
don't think he's necessarily changing his sound.
I don't think
Right.
so at all.
No. But okay, outside of music, then
Yeah.
not going song for song, bar for bar, album for album. Whose rapping style do you prefer more, YG or Tyga?
Ah, it depends on my mood. That's
True.
a good question because I feel like Tyga is just like hyping you to get out. YG's hyping you to like. I think Tyga's more like going out, and then YG's more like going to like a bar or going to chill. If that makes sense in my head. But
I'm
that's
going
the only way I
Tyga
could go with that.
because he also got the better ad libs.
What? Yeah, I think YG also just because of like what people know him for, he tries to bring that into his music as well. So it's not just his skills; it's also like, you know, YG like has he done this? I don't know how to explain it. Like he
Yeah,
has
even
an
though-
extra like character part to his music.
Even though I think it's
is
a
what I'm
close
trying to say.
conversation, I think I still slightly take YG over just because he has like YG does go from like My Crazy Life, which was a crazy album, everybody like loved that album, to he still did have Fuck Donald Trump, which was a moment in the culture where everybody was
That's
saying
how I
it.
knew he was
Everybody
gonna
was-
win. It was like
Everybody
black
was
and
like,
yellow.
yeah.
I knew they're gonna lose.
And we gotta remember, like YG had shit before that. Bitch, you
Yeah.
broke with Nipsey Hussle way before.
Yeah.
Like that was that pop that rung off way harder than any.
My nigga, with Rich Homie Quan.
Come on, man.
Wow. Yeah. Speaking.
YG didn't have
yeah,
some
my
stuff.
friends
But
are-
Tyga Switch
respect
Lanes, that
on-
don't hit for you.
What?
That's not like a nice little throwback piece. You know,
What?
putting that on today.
What song?
What is another popular Tyga song?
I like Tyga. I know. Rack
Faded.
City.
Faded. Yeah.
Rack
Faded.
City?
Rack City.
Like
Like,
I said,
Tyga got
Taste.
some
Oh,
stuff.
that other
Tyga-
song with him and YG. Isn't that his song? And they're Loco.
Bongos,
Oh, yeah.
Loco.
Yeah.
song was
Go
cool.
Loco.
It's just
Oh,
it's
Go
closer
Loco.
than you think.
It's Go Loco.
But
It's closer than you think.
But it's still the obvious choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the Super Bowl pick for this year?
Right. I
You guys
did.
excited for Usher coming to Las Vegas. Well, he already been in Las Vegas doing his residency for like 2 years already.
Been there for a
Making
minute.
money.
Making money, causing controversy with people's baby mamas and everything.
Breaking
Not
up relationships.
For real,
If you can't
everything.
handle a bad bitch,
So
you
you-
shouldn't date a bad bitch.
So you might as well come to. Anyway, they're back together. But you
Okay,
might as well.
he learned to handle it because it comes with certain perks.
It was
Oh,
just
okay.
publicity. She's in a TV show.
I mean, you better stop
He's
playing.
performing the Super Bowl. They did a music
Like,
video
nigga,
right after that. Come
Stop that, because it's just
It
nigga.
was
Do you want to meet
publicity.
your favorite rapper or
I
what?
swear, it was
That's kind of
publicity.
it
Smell
comes with
publicity from a
benefits
mile
being
away.
with Kiki though.
All these niggas are fake.
Some just
That is true.
I'm just saying it comes with benefits that Kiki provides that he should shut the fuck up and he should go back to her.
I'm just gonna say
'Cause,
either way,
like,
Kiki. I'm probably not watching the show. If it was a movie, either way, I would have watched the movie. But I don't know if I want to watch a Kiki Palmer show.
It's a show about her life or something.
I don't think so. I mean,
I
like,
hope not.
He's just saying she took that
Yeah.
for publicity.
Yeah, definitely took it for publicity.
I
She said,
mean-
eat this Twitter hate for a minute, delete your account, make a new one.
No way she pimped her man out like that.
Of course.
Stop, Xavier.
What do you
Stop.
mean?
I don't
Xavier,
think-
It's
I
for
don't
stop.
think
the greater
happened.
good.
I don't think they ever broke up. I think everyone just made it a big deal.
Yeah, everybody
and then
just
she was
fucked
just
them.
like,
Yeah,
it's not that big
stop.
of a deal. And she's like, I'm gonna still do what I want with my nigga, and y'all gonna think I just did what I want because
They'll
I'm
get
not with
over
my
it.
nigga.
There you
And
go.
it's like, no, she was gonna do that regardless. Like to be honest, like it was kind of like, nigga, why would you post that? But it also was like, I don't need everybody in the world telling me what to do in my
Right.
relationship.
And I
That
do
was
fuck-
publicity too.
And that's why I was like, ooh.
And I do fuck with
ah.
them. Like people. She was on a talk show and they asked her, and they basically was just like, mind your business. And I do fuck with that too.
Yeah.
Because
like,
that's and I think that's how
like,
Kiki
yeah.
probably
Yeah.
felt from the jump.
Right.
Was like, I don't need y'all weighing in on something
that is
that
true.
he already knows.
Because the whole
inappropriate.
internet, the whole everybody
Right.
named Mama. Yeah, that's true.
And that
But-
sucks though, because
She
when you
should've
are
told her man
famous,
that
but
first.
still, like I just like shit. If I was a fan, I would like they about to go, he about to delete that shit in like 2 seconds. I wouldn't have even thought about it because I'm like, he mad, he big mad, but like
Well, whose man was
Not the
more
way.
embarrassing in that moment, Kiki or Nicki Minaj?
Can you stop?
Whose man
Oh
took
my
the cake for the
gosh.
most embarrassing of 2023?
I mean, no cap.
Those are
I
the top
mean,
two, huh?
It's
Those are
definitely
top
gonna
two.
give. It's definitely gonna give Kiki's because at the end of the day, like
Oh, no.
at least Nicki's
no.
man was like supposedly like it kind of
Doing
did
what?
come off in a way where it's like the judge
least-
really was like, nah, the nigga might do it, so you got to go on house arrest.
But
So
Nicki
it does
Man,
make him
Nicki
seem
Man was
hard.
doing what? What was he doing?
That's what I'm trying to say. If he threatened somebody and the judge really thought it was a credible threat, you know, that's really what the house arrest was.
No, but he
They
didn't just
thought it
threaten
was a
somebody. What
credible
was
threat.
he doing? He was outside in the middle of the night.
Oh, so he broke his
40 years
hour
old
probation? Was it
40
like
years
an
old
hour?
at 4 a.m. threatening Offset
Well-
while he's getting sturdy with Kyson out on stream
I
and
can't,
wound up on house arrest.
I can't say anything
That's
because my
embarrassing.
parents are
Right
40,
after
my
she
parents are almost
performs?
50 and they be up hella late. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
They don't be up at night on
Yes.
Instagram Live.
But I'm saying they be up late and my dad like, yeah, actually on his birthday,
Your dad be threatening
Oh
people
my
on Instagram Live.
no, well, no, unless there is like
He be throwing people half his age because Offset is
yes,
how
of
old?
course.
They weren't even eating
I mean,
or
not like
drinking
that,
or
but, like, don't
nothing.
be
They were literally just
disrespectful.
standing outside. Like it didn't look fun. I didn't hear no
Like-
music or nothing. They were just standing outside, cold by themselves, trying
Maybe
to
they
look
was
threatening.
smoking. You don't know what they're doing.
I didn't see
Maybe
no
they're
smoke
walking.
in the air.
They
I
wasn't
didn't smell
doing nothing.
nothing.
But maybe because they're back
said
in New
you didn't smell
York.
nothing.
I didn't smell. No, I got a good nose.
I know.
I didn't smell
I didn't
nothing.
smell
Nothing on the video.
anything. I didn't
Uh-uh.
see it. I'm hella weak. That was funny.
All
but
I
yeah,
saw was a bunch of tomfoolery and old niggas
No.
doing stupid shit.
I'm hella weak. Yeah, it was crazy. But it's just like
And the
you
old
know,
niggas would say tomfoolery.
Why are you crying? He's hella weak.
Oh my.
I'm hella
You're
weak.
too
'Cause
much.
that definitely is the most that's the
Yeah.
top two.
Oh
Now
my
he, now he
God.
gotta watch his kid. Can't leave the house. That's what he should have been doing in the first place. Outside. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my.
So
I'm hella weak.
Editor, you'll just cut that part out.
yeah, we're not cutting that though.
What's that?
So the
Well, we not
hits,
cutting that, though.
the hits. Usher got a lot of hits, right? I can't wait
Yeah,
for
but-
how to see. You know, he gonna do his set
Yeah.
list.
What do you think the first song he's gonna
But I
perform?
could have sworn the Super Bowl was supposed to be
You don't
like
have
the
to call.
most popping artist. Like, why would they not get Drake for the
Whoa.
Super Bowl? I'm not trying to be like, I don't even go on high energy like that. I'm not saying Usher's not, but like last year they had Rihanna. Rihanna hasn't released the album in hella long. Usher, okay.
She ended on a high note.
Well, okay, she's pregnant, okay. But the whole other thing is like Usher, he has hits, he has like features now that is cool because he is back up there. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Super Bowl was supposed to be like the most like popping artist at the time or new. Like get Burna Boy, like get somebody who's like.
No, it doesn't
But
work
I'm
like
just
that.
in
This is
my
still white
head.
It's never works like that.
This
It's
isn't
never
white
worked like
people,
that.
but I thought Jay-Z had to pick too. But I'm just thinking like they had Travis fucking Scott.
Okay, if you wanted somebody relevant, you would have got Taylor Swift
But they
this year,
had
and I don't
Travis Scott.
want her. So
Oh,
Because they know
Yeah.
nobody's
but
watching
she
that
didn't
shit.
go. She didn't go. On
everybody stop. Stop.
Tour.
Don't do
You're
that.
watching the Taylor Swift halftime
It's not
performance.
that I'm not.
Yes,
it's
he
not
is.
that I'm watching. Everybody,
He said he not covered Tay.
stop. She is
I'm
one of the
asleep
most
just like I
popular
was
artists, and
last
we're going to
year.
talk about her later after we talk about Kaepernick.
And that
but
was
she
no
is one of
shade to Rihanna.
she is one of the most popular artists of today. So do not do that to Taylor Swift's white,
Oh my.
skinny,
Ooh.
uh,
Girl.
tall
Here
ass.
he
It's
go
not
again,
even that one.
defending the
race.
mid.
It's not
If
even
Cayman goes do one
race.
thing, he's gonna defend a mid-white person, bro.
Oh my
He
God.
loves it. He fucking
Like,
loves. That's your second time
stop.
today.
Anyways,
Stop. You know,
back to
exactly,
Usher.
there's no comparison. Like I would not like, and that's not even a bad way. It's just like you have to have music that transcends different cultures. You feel
So
me?
you don't think
Taylor
Usher
Swift?
shoulda-
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Taylor Swift has a specific demographic. I would say like she doesn't expand her base. Like she doesn't do features for certain people. I've never seen it. I would never even think of a Drake and Taylor Swift feature.
Ooh, I can't wait to
I'm
get.
just saying.
I can't wait to get to
And
this
I'm
Taylor.
just
I
trying
can't
to
wait to get this
say.
Taylor topic. So we're gonna get this Kaepernick out the way because we're
Yeah,
already
but
talking
I
about the
still can
NFL.
tell you why the next topic with Taylor Swift is just everyone just loves it
Oh yeah,
because of
yeah.
what they choose.
Go ahead and save. Go ahead and save that because I got
Exactly.
I got data for y'all for that.
Okay,
So, yeah.
we'll look at data.
Yeah, we
Just
can look
because
at
sales
data.
goes up
We
doesn't
can-
mean other things don't go
We
up.
can. 100%
Because when
agree.
it's up,
It's up. 100% agree. I can't wait to see what Usher has planned for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
hope it's old school.
It might be the
shit.
Dolphins
Yeah.
up in there.
Amen.
You know, jigging out.
Hope they brings up
Um,
Summer Walker and they could do their new song or 21 at least. 21.
I was
They're
thinking about some. I
21.
was thinking about Summer Walker, but not that 21. No.
They're not
Anyway,
like 21 at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, because he
so-
needs to be deported.
Yeah.
guys, you guys
Those are
remember?
the true
Do not
Americans.
forget,
Right, right,
deported.
right.
Those are true Americans. If he comes on there, that
This
nigga
is
gone.
not you.
Stop.
Look, this is USA, but
They said take your ass back
Yeah.
to the UK.
But they be doing that shit in the UK, which is crazy. So they might want to take him back. Yeah. I was
So let me
watching Top
just say
Boy. I was
something,
like, whoa.
Listen to his music if he was in the UK. It don't matter.
I would. It might have a little cool accent. Imagine him rapping because I do like UK. Like when I do hear their rapping, but it sounds weird because their accents. So imagine like
Yeah,
an
it
American
really be selling.
rapping over their beats, or like he takes a little accent. We can still understand him better. It'd be kind of cool thinking about
So-
him as a British soldier.
So I think you guys are sellouts. I think
Huh?
you guys are
That's tough.
sellouts. I think you guys are sellouts.
You think?
I think Black America is a
I-
sellout.
You were the one just
Hold on.
defending Taylor Swift.
Hold on.
Oh my!
Let me
I
explain
know,
why.
I
Talking about shit
know.
from the Super Bowl.
Let me explain
That
why.
was so disrespectful.
We had Colin Kaepernick. That was what 2016 where
Yeah,
he
you gotta be
nailed.
more respectful.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm listening to that.
I'm all
I'm
praise
thinking
to Cap
about
for
the
doing what he
Bobby
did.
and all of in the Offset interview. This is probably why he was getting disrespectful with her.
Oh, because of the dry sarcasm and all
Yeah.
that. But I think
That's what she deserved, though. She
I'm
walked
doing-
into that one.
Yeah, but sorry.
But yeah,
He's like-
so we had the Kaepernick thing, and
Yeah.
black people were supposed to boycott football.
I have.
Actually, no lie, I thought we were, but then you know what happened? We stopped hearing about it, and then people were like, "Are we still boycotting football?" And then it started getting good. Jay-Z got involved, and then
I mean,
Rihanna did the
right.
fucking Super Bowl. So,
Yeah,
so-
and now Usher's doing it.
so
Maybe
let me tell you-
get
so
black
the true
people back,
sellouts.
re-recruit the blacks.
Or are they the true sellouts?
So let me tell you something right now.
Not them.
The NFL halftime performance 2 years ago with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary
Yeah,
J.
that's
Blige,
when
Kendrick
Jay-Z
Lamar,
took
50
over.
Cent. That has 228 million views on
Okay.
YouTube right now. The
Okay.
Rihanna one has 187 million views.
What does the Beyonce one
on,
have?
Who's rewatching that?
YouTube. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah,
the
you're
point-
just mad because my outdo your
No,
other.
I don't. I
How
mean,
much
all
is-
praise to Beyonce. I don't have
Just
any
look-
problem with the Beehive. All I'm saying is this:
Okay, let's hear what he
we were
says.
supposed to boycott football post Kaepernick, black people, and we haven't. The numbers are saying that the NFL is rising, viewers are rising, ticket sales are rising, everything is
Well,
rising.
Niggas still
Question
playing
though,
football.
is it because of the delivery though? Because now it's switching from, this is just the other thinker in me, it's switching from TV to you can stream it now, and
Right.
people with Amazon, and hella people got Amazon or know somebody who got fucking Amazon.
Right.
And then they're like, okay, football, boom.
Right.
It's just back to being accessible. They're like, might as well. It's
Yeah.
on, and it's not just a Sunday thing anymore. Now it's like fucking
Yeah.
Monday,
Monday,
Sunday,
Thursday.
Thursday, Saturday. Like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, they said you're gonna see
I
this
mean,
work.
college football is Saturday.
Who
The
are-
NFL comes on
Yeah.
on
watch college
Mondays, Thursdays, and
And Sundays.
Sundays, and
That's a lot.
That's a lot, bro.
it's a lot. And I'm just saying,
That's
it's
pretty cool though. 3 games.
it's growing in popularity. Is all I'm saying with that. So
Nobody watched Concussion, I guess.
I'm like, wait.
Shout out Will Smith.
shout out Will Smith. For
I didn't
that.
watch it actually. So
Shoot, he gonna slap you.
So Colin Kaepernick has
yes.
been training, ever since
Mhm.
he hasn't been in the league anymore. Xavier's already shaking his
This
head
nigga
because
can't let it go.
Stop.
Can't let one go.
Okay,
What
Colin.
happened?
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers got injured the first week of the season for the Jets. The Jets QB2 is not that good. Nobody likes him.
Oh, gosh.
They drafted him number 2 years ago. Thought he was gonna be good, and he
He
just
was
ended up
trash.
being a mediocre white boy.
I'm surprised you're not
Wow.
defending him.
I know, right? He's being so kind about
I'm not
this.
surprised you're telling me about all his accolades and shit.
Because I can't tell you about his accolades because
I'm hella
I'm telling you
weak.
this right now. Like, he has a receiver. His name is Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson literally shook the hell out of a receiver, and was
What?
wide open in the end zone. And this nigga Zach Wilson just couldn't get him. It's just
It's
sad to
probably
me.
just nerves. It's a lot.
I mean, it's a lot. You're playing in New
It's a
York,
lot.
everything. So
Yeah.
maybe he could be a formidable quarterback somewhere else. But the Jets situation is just not. He's basically losing the games for them because their
Yeah,
defense is
so-
really good.
You said it's
So,
been 2 years?
This is his second year. He's going into his second year
But
right
my
now.
only thing is, though, okay, continue. I want to speak
Yeah.
after.
So, Colin Kaepernick has really been, trying to get a job, and he wrote a letter, guys.
Yeah.
He wrote a letter to the Jets.
Embarrassing.
Do you want me to read the letter right now?
I would actually love if you read the letter.
You think it's embarrassing?
This
'Cause
is to, this is
I
to the
don't think it's
I
GM.
embarrassing.
just think the act is, well, before Cameron's letter, I guess.
He
I'll
didn't
just
write
say-
the letter. First of all, his team wrote the letter, so I'm listening.
Well, yeah,
though.
who-
So
did-
his manager.
Is it written
his-
from? You know that nigga was.
I
probably
know,
in the
but I'm saying
background,
it's his
like-
manager, his team around him trying to
I
figure
mean,
out
he
like.
signed it.
But I'm just saying they're trying.
That's
Of
enough for
course,
me.
but it doesn't mean he wrote
That's
it.
enough.
I'm just
That's
saying
enough for
like
me.
his team is trying to figure out like how to get him back in the league. Like he tried the whole let's expose them. Then he got everybody on our back. Then they try to act like they were being progressive. Like
Right,
that should have
right.
been black people's first demand. Is like y'all not really changing nothing if you don't hire Colin Kaepernick back. Period.
I think
Like, and that to us, we didn't really go as hard as we could have. The black players didn't go as hard either. So it's like, damn, what do you do now? And so, like, the whole letter, you can read it. But I just feel like the whole reason, he even wanted to be public. But I think J. Cole was just trying to say, like, y'all niggas really upset about this whole NFL, TV situation. But y'all not even looking at the bigger picture. Like, they're manipulating the fuck out of you. Like, and this nigga
So let me back
been
in.
trying to, but this nigga been trying to, like, get into it. He's been training. Like, he hasn't played in how long? And he's been training for how long?
But why is he
And he
still
might
trying
even
to?
that's
be
what I'm
better at his
saying.
job,
He needs to
though.
let it go.
But he
Like,
might be better because he don't have those concussions because he's just been able
But-
to just train.
But what was the overall point?
I think so.
Why you want to rejoin a system that you know has not changed?
Thank you.
What was the point? Just because it didn't pan out? Okay, well let me
That's
just back in.
actually-
I've been in the lab, nigga. But it's like it's okay. If you're gonna go
It's actually
the
pretty good.
activism route,
Right.
I think you need to read "Revolutionary Suicide" by look it up. But
Because I got the book right there.
oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
yeah,
I'm gonna.
But, it kind of
Okay.
just
You can't just Google it real quick?
No.
I can't. I'm blanking on his
I
name.
know, but
It kind of just
we never get
depicts
that on the
how
podcast.
just how understanding that if you're involved in politics in the sense of trying to actually impact people's lives, enforce any change. Yeah, Huey P. Newton, Revolutionary Suicide.
What? Oh my gosh, I feel like
It's a really good book.
anti-black right now. 'cause
And
how did I not know
I don't
that?
think Colin Kaepernick read it
Yeah. How did we not?
because the basic principle of this
Black card
book
revoked.
is being
Facts.
able to come to terms
Blam
with
card
yourself.
revoked. Sorry.
and like just being able to come to terms with the fact that leading down the path of revolution, nigga, you might die.
You better preach.
You have to, in a sense, be
I don't
okay
hope
with.
Kaepernick doesn't die over this. But I get what
No,
you're saying.
I don't mean
He's not
him
saying
dying,
that.
but
He's
his
saying
career.
his career.
Oh,
That nigga's
I
not
was
playing
gonna say.
football no more.
Oh,
If
okay. I
you're
was like,
gonna
listen,
stand
Huey
as a
killed.
symbol of change.
Yeah.
A symbol of, oh, I'm tired of looking at black bodies
Yeah.
dying in the street and these niggas still expecting me to go over here and play a game and not talk about it.
Right.
If that is going to be your depiction of when I think of Colin Kaepernick, that is you're not playing football anymore.
Well-
how you're going to reinsert? How are you going to keep trying? This nigga's been trying for so long.
Trying for so
Trying to
long.
reinsert yourself into a system that has not changed.
Well,
that doesn't say nothing, but then you just gave up. Like, oh, I'm gonna put a Netflix show up. Niggas will watch the show because I'm not. I want to still tell a story. Don't get me
Before
wrong.
you
it was a
go,
good
Cabrillo,
story.
let me say
I'm
one
ready
thing.
to
But
go.
it's just given like,
I
nigga,
get-
we
okay.
understand that maybe
Hold on.
this didn't pan
me
out
say
the
one
way that
thing.
you wanted to
I
pan
gotta
out.
wait.
Yeah,
But
just one thing. One thing.
Just
Okay.
because you
I'm
may
gonna
not be
remember.
getting those NFL
5
checks,
seconds.
those NFL sponsorships, them NFL endorsement checks anymore, and you may start needing other money, that doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean you just go back to the same white people that have been fucking us over,
Right.
who you admit have been fucking us over. If you know that, go start another venture.
Right, you
Niggas
better.
love commentary. Everybody and their mama doing commentary. We doing that shit right now.
Right now.
Like, go start
That
another
actually
venture.
been really
Go
good.
start a school. Go start a school. Start coaching. Go get a bunch of little niggas and start a football team. Go pull a Snoop Dogg. Go do something. Be the
Right.
change that you're actually talking about.
And
do
have them
something
play
besides.
have them play colleges,
Yeah.
and then they'll get the NFL's attention if they just dominate the colleges, but then they don't have to go in as an NFL team.
Yes.
They can force to become an NFL team.
And
because-
before you go, Cabrillo, I just want to say this.
Oh,
Colin
yeah,
Kaepernick
forgot.
did reach a settlement with the NFL for an undisclosed amount. I just want to say that. Now y'all can continue.
Okay, a settlement because of wrongdoings doesn't mean that they're no longer your employee. They're just employer. They're just saying, you know what, we did fuck up. Here's the money, because it could have been a discrimination lawsuit.
But
Because
you-
technically speaking, he was still doing his job. He was also protesting while doing it.
Right.
And protesting is what one of our amendments or
Right,
whatever.
right.
So in my opinion, I think they had what is it called? They imposed on his rights, and that's what that's where the settlement came from.
I'm just saying that once you sue that company,
Uh-huh.
you attack the owners like that. These are still wealthy white men. There's no black ownership in the NFL. So when you go and you
Right.
sue and attack those 32 NFL owners that are a part of this club, like they're not going to let you back into that then same
Yeah.
organization
I don't know what he
again.
thought was
That's
gonna
what I'm saying,
happen.
not yet, and that's also where I think J. Cole was thinking like, oh, post a letter, so now it's seemed like social pressure for them to accept you, but then that's also like accept you because of social pressure, like you know, like you don't want to fold that easily, you
Right.
know, because that shows that you're weak or that you really do need help, you know, which I also see the letter, you know, whatever. But my whole point that I was also trying to make is that I get what you're saying, like he didn't change a lot in the league or whatever, but I do think Kaepernick did do what he probably intended, or at least he's okay with what he did, which is
Right.
one, raising awareness when it comes to police violence, actually giving like a face and saying, no, this is actually a big thing, doing it on a national television to such a wide, you know, audience, but also too, like seeing what has occurred after he's been doing this and bringing attention, all the protests, the gun laws that's coming out, like the whole awareness period, the body cams, like really trying to like, well, I don't know, he did that around this, I feel like he did, but like trying to really support and show what
Right,
work has
right.
been being done by Barack, but also what else could be done, getting like, you know, tougher, like anti, you know, all these laws and stuff. So to him, he probably is like, you know what, I changed the system in a way that I'm okay with, but like changing the workforce in a fucking country that was based on fucking slavery, and then you see it kind of mimicked to this day, it's like, what can you do? Like, it's classism, and unfortunately it's racism. It's really racism. I mean, it's really classism disguised as racism. Well, you know, used as well, I guess, but it's really classism what we're seeing. But anyway, you get the fuck I'm trying to say? Like, I think he probably was like, it's okay with what I was able to do. Now I want to go in the NFL and show him like I still can do this, but also like the letter is saying like I gotta let y'all know like they really out here being like this. But then it's weird too because they have all these black performers coming. They have Jay-Z, whatever he's doing, and I thought there was a black owner for the NFL or maybe NBA, maybe
Okay,
NBA.
let me. I gotta.
But you get the point of what I'm trying to make.
I have to explain this because this is important.
Okay.
Jay-Z. This is a report too. I don't
Okay.
fucking know.
I'm listening.
At the end of the day, after the settlement, there was a workout that was planned by the NFL for Colin Kaepernick to come to. In that workout, this is Stephen A's reporting, and that nigga's a TV analyst. He ain't on the grounds reporting. I'm not saying his sources are wrong or anything, but Stephen A said that nigga would have had to throw the ball into the ground every single time to not get a job. Colin Kaepernick did not want to go to that workout because he did not want to sign a certain waiver. The waiver was different from any other waiver he has ever signed for the NFL because the NFL put different writing in there because he had sued them prior. So they did stuff to protect themselves, which the big company's going to do. And he chose not to sign that waiver, which is his prerogative. Yeah. But after he chose not to sign that waiver, after he chose to do his own workout and film that by himself an hour and 10 minutes away and not have the NFL scouts and teams there that were going to go there and watch him at the other gym, when he decided to do all that, he decided not to play football no more in the NFL. And now, 4 or 5 years later, after you've done that and you're saying that you're still training, I can't see this letter that you're writing to a GM of the Jets and take it seriously, because it's like, bro, you put yourself on a pedestal for our community, for somebody that is a voice for voiceless people. Now you have a platform and a level of respect and reverence that our community gives you because of what you did. You laid your career down on the line. Now it's like what you're going to do next. I understand you love football. I understand you've been doing that shit since you're a kid. But God has called you. The ancestors, like whoever you want to say, has called you to a different purpose. Now, you laid your career down on the line for black people, bro, to show awareness. The president of the United States, Donald Trump, calling black players SOBs and all that has came from you kneeling. You talked to these military people that have laid down their line and said, "Hey, we're okay with you kneeling. Like, we're for this country. Like, we fought for this country. We're in the military. We're okay with that." Like, you checked with them. You did. You dotted your T's and crossed your I's and was still assassinated by white America.
It's never enough.
And it's crazy. His character was assassinated, I will say. It was assassinated by white America. And it's crazy that in 2023, the thing that we're seeing from J. Cole released is we haven't heard him talk. And I can't – it just doesn't sit well with me that he has such a powerful voice if he would use it. And the thing that we see from him is a letter still trying to get back into the NFL, the NFL that did him wrong.
Okay, but my other question would be, can you not buy an NFL team?
I don't think he got that much money.
All right. I'm just saying, how much do they cost?
The Cowboys, which is the highest franchise, are estimated on 9.9. They cost $9.9 billion.
I was say because Jordan only owns. Okay. I don't even know if he even owns.
He was a majority. He was. He's not anymore, but he was a majority owner of the Hornets. He was the first black owner in the National Basketball Association. That's like a little club
you have to get into.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't got that.
There you go. And that's why we're trying to get black ownership in these new seats, but it's very hard because you have to get into these.
You gotta have sneaker and prison money.
You wait until I fucking die before I.
That's exactly how you got it. Sneaker and prison.
You're waiting for me until I fucking die before I pass it on to my next person. Like this is the Supreme Court fucking position. $9.9 billion. Everybody touching money. Hell no, I'm not moving. I'm not moving until my kid ready to move in, because I ain't moving. So that's crazy.
Yeah, hopefully Kaepernick.
I'm sorry, I do see why.
Hopefully Kaepernick moves. Hopefully he just moves on. I mean, I get what you're saying with the angle that J. Cole used, and I appreciate him for trying to do something to try to.
I don't think he should have done it.
But he should. Yeah, he shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it.
He made it work.
We should have never saw this letter.
If that would have just slid under the rug, we would have been perfectly
fine. And he didn't even ask in the letter. I know I said I would read it.
Okay, I'll read it. I'm sorry, you should have been read it.
Okay, he said, Joe, and this is to Joe Douglas, which is the GM. This is not even to the owner of the Jets, which he should have really just addressed the owner of the Jets, not the GM, because the GM ain't got this is hands tied on the GM.
GM was gonna be like, you need to forward this nigga anyway.
No, but maybe as they're thinking of people to replace him, he could have been like, you know what, I did get a letter from Colin.
He might have AI'd this. He said, Joe, I hope this letter finds you in great spirits despite the less than ideal start to a big season. I'm wishing you, your staff, and the players a great game this weekend as you look to bounce back. Our writing, of course, in response to the unfortunate loss of Aaron Rodgers. I know the aspirations this season were and still are to win a championship. And so that Hall of Fame-sized hole will need to be filled as best as possible to keep the team on a Super Bowl track. As of right now, Zach Wilson is charged with that task, and I wish him and the rest of the team the best moving forward. However, I know that there are currently depth issues at the position, and I've heard that the backup spot is likely to be filled by a veteran quarterback. As much as I would love the opportunity to fill that spot, I'm writing you in hopes that you can imagine a much different approach involving me. I would be honored and extremely grateful for the opportunity to come and lead the practice squad. I would do this with the sole mission of getting your defense ready each week. If I were able to fill this role for the team, I believe this allows for multiple things. It gives your defense the advantage of getting a truer read on the more mobile, athletic, versatile quarterbacks it will face in weeks 4, 5, and 6. Mahomes, Wilson, Hurts. This nigga done broke it down everything.
I'm saying,
He
real
said,
analytical.
I would consider
he said
it.
I'm up there with them. Basically,
I
what
would
he's
consider
saying.
it a privilege to be able to do this, and would take on the responsibility with the dedication and passion, as if I were the QB1 in the QB1 position. This would also
he said,
allow
"Nigga, I'm acting QB."
you
Is what
guys,
he basically said.
as an organization, to take a real look at where I'm at football-wise in game-like situations against an elite defense, which also not putting any competitive pressure on Zach. I understand the importance of keeping him confident and focused as QB1, and I would only look to boost that confidence in any interactions that we may have if I was given that role within the team. In a perfect role for the Jets, Zach Wilson finds his stride and shows that he is able to lead the championship caliber team that you put together to the Super Bowl. I believe a
I
confident
don't
Zach
think
Wilson
so. Maybe
has
he
the
was supposed
tools
to
to
learn
do
from
this.
Aaron.
However, in this event that this is not the case, I would love to offer you a risk-free contingency plan. Blah blah blah. Yep.
He's still going.
That's
He's
what
still
I was
going.
telling him. Like,
And that's and it sounded like
This was the most pick me simp ass letter I have ever read in my entire life. Hearing the actual letter made this
And
shit
it's like
10 times worse.
worse. And
Ain't no
he's
way
not even
this
asking
nigga.
he's not asking for a position.
This nigga said, "Let me practice, please."
Let me get on the practice.
He said, "Let me
squad."
put on a red jersey and just practice with y'all niggas. Please let me just have a jersey with a logo on it. Please. I've been practicing. I've been practicing. I can still play.
Chill.
My afro can still fit under that helmet, nigga. Please,
my
please just give me a
gosh.
shot. Just give me a shot. You know that nigga suck." He really got on his knees and begged to play practice with these niggas. That is, why would J. Cole didn't read that letter? I know he didn't read that letter. Actually, his soft ass probably didn't read that letter. He was like, the people need to see this. Because he's thinking the same thing too. Let's get you back in the league. You did your job. Let's get you back in the league. Nigga, what? These aren't, I would hate to
They
say
gotta
this,
think-
but
they
these
gotta
aren't
think-
people that are looking for everlasting change. These are people that seem
Right.
to be complacent with the little
Change that we
incremental
get.
change that they made that people already forgot about.
Talk about it.
And then just looking to be like, okay, well, I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna go back to what I know. But unlike average people like us, I don't fuck with capitalism. But at the end of the day, nigga, I'm gonna have to work until I fucking die unless we make it big.
Right.
Because I don't have no fucking other choice. He has another opportunity to do something else besides implement himself back in the same fucking system that he's been fighting against, quote unquote.
But you also can't task people with the role of activism. You
He
have to
tasked
think-
himself. I didn't tell that nigga to kneel.
True.
I didn't tell this nigga to do research. I wouldn't have did the research. I would have just kneeled.
True.
But I didn't tell this nigga to. That's when I should have known, because this nigga did research. Why are you planning activism ahead of time when it's supposed to be on the spur of the moment? I'm gonna kneel. This nigga did research, but he sold.
Hold on.
but you,
Stop.
Let the nigga
What I would
play.
say this. Hold
Let
on.
him play.
Kaepernick,
Let
and I think
him
he does,
play.
and I think
'Cause I don't care anymore.
We can all say
I don't care anymore.
We can all say that Kaepernick deserves to play football.
Yeah, let the nigga play.
like
needs to play.
he
That's all he wants
deserved
to
to
do.
play 4 years ago.
His 4 or 5 years of activism are up.
y'all are just
his
so funny.
his programs that he dropped, yeah, he did a Netflix show, yeah, but at the end of the day, I just want to play football. Fuck. Yeah. Let me play, coach.
I blame.
Let me practice with
COVID.
y'all. I blame that nigga's fucking lack of fucking, I don't even know anymore. Like, activism isn't just one of those things unless you're just a fucking grifter. Just one of those things that you can just pick up and put aside. Like, this is
Oh
some
my gosh.
dedication that you
But
see
Xavier,
through.
I don't
Just
think
because it
everybody
didn't work
wants
out.
to. Everybody doesn't want to put their life on the line to be activists anymore.
I didn't tell
don't-
him to do that. He told us that's what he wanted to do.
Oh my.
This nigga said, I'm putting my job on the line. I'm putting millions of dollars on the line for y'all.
Right.
I didn't tell this nigga to do that shit. I'm not even a Niners fan. I didn't give a fuck. I got behind that because I saw and believed in what he was fighting for.
Right.
And for
That's
this
true.
nigga just to come back like nothing changed because it didn't. It's like, okay, what were we believing you for? Like, nothing changed, nigga. You're just coming back here and acting like nothing changed. Like, that's what niggas love to do. Just act like nothing fucking changed. That's why we got Joe Biden as president because niggas love to act like nothing fucking changed.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
we got Trump out of the way. Let's just go back to complacent racism, acting like nothing fucking changed. These niggas make me sick, bro. Read the fucking book.
All right.
Oh my.
Now off to some. We were on a real black topic. That was a real black topic. That was a family moment. I feel.
Yeah,
like,
we lost all
for
our
the
viewers
culture.
with that. We gotta talk about Taylor
Now,
Swift. That
Taylor
Renaissance
Swift.
tour. You see the one leg leotard? She's really doing a great
Oh
job.
my
No,
gosh.
She's
this is
really
what I'll
doing a great
say.
job.
I know y'all was talking shit about Taylor Swift, like she couldn't do the halftime performance, like she's not bringing in hella people, like she's not one of the biggest artists in fucking the world right now.
Amen.
Like Taylor Swift is that, and when I
But she can bring in as many people as she wants. She can bring in everybody in the fucking northern hemisphere of the fucking globe. I don't care. That shit is not gonna hit.
do y'all understand that Travis Kelce's jersey sales went up when she was at the game for 5 seconds with this nigga's mom?
Where did the sales go
Came
to?
in. This is literally
Does she get money from these
This is
sales?
literally
Yes.
one of the only.
Kansas City. Okay. Let me just tell y'all this. The viewers went up.
Mhm.
His jersey sales went up,
By how much?
and Chiefs season tickets. Let me get the numbers for you. Why Xavier
Nigga, it's
says his thing.
Kansas.
Chiefs.
It's fucking Kansas.
Okay, and the Chiefs
What
season
do you
tickets
expect?
and all that went up too.
Who?
So everybody ate off this.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe it.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
I believe it.
All
So
he
when
had to do was
you-
cut his beard off. And grow that porn
I
star
just don't get
mustache?
what y'all were saying with Taylor Swift. Like she couldn't.
All
Like
I'm
nobody
saying-
would watch the
Is
Super
this
Bowl. She
her?
did
saying,
it.
of course, people
Is
are
this
gonna watch
Taylor
it because
Swift's
she has
equation
fans.
dating a black guy?
He thought he was a black guy.
I know, but I'm just saying.
She said, "Ooh, I'm gonna talk to an NFL player with a beard and parts
and
in his eyebrows."
tattoos.
That was her getting adventurous.
That's what I'm trying to say.
By the way, I hate this whole Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce thing at all because it's like, why are you with this man's mom? Y'all ain't even had a date, and you with this
How you
man's
know,
mom.
nigga?
How do
You
you
up in this nigga
know?
business.
That's what I'm saying. How do you know? I feel like they have to be dating
Even
for
if
a
they had a
while.
one, even
But
if they
imagine
had
that
one
was your
date, they
first-
haven't been dating for a
But
while.
imagine that was
I
their
thought
first
that she
date.
just had a
Imagine how
boyfriend.
dope that would be.
That's
like,
so
hey,
dumb.
You're about
No,
to-
you're not about to meet my mom on a first date. Who does that?
Rich people.
But I mean, it's Taylor
They're committed.
fucking Swift.
It's Taylor Swift. You're hell yeah.
Your mom would
My
be
mom's a
mad as
fan.
hell if she was like, "You dated Beyonce. I never met her before, ever."
It was only like
Bro,
a
you can
one-time
meet her
thing.
after a. After
But you
like,
get what I'm saying?
I can't.
Yeah.
I
I
can't.
took her on a date,
But they
but
don't
you
know
didn't
each other
stop by
like
the
that.
house first
They
so I
don't
could
know
at least say hi to
I don't-
Beyonce.
I don't think they know
I would
each
be
other
mad.
like
I
that.
would disown
that,
my kid.
that shit is annoying. No,
She
this
probably loves Taylor
this is
Swift.
annoying. Look at them. Like, ugh.
Oh my, what a hater!
Wait, scroll back up.
What a hater!
They're not even holding hands.
Because
That's what I'm saying because they're not together.
That's what you call publicity.
Bruh, I hate
that's
it.
some good publicity.
Every time the Chiefs score a touchdown, what are they panning? Oh, Taylor going crazy in the fucking skybox. Oh, now you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, Taylor.
Yeah.
Jumping up in front
First
of
of
his
all,
mama.
isn't
You
she
didn't,
from
you didn't see her at the
Texas?
Super Bowl?
Isn't she from Texas or whatever?
No, she's from
Where
like.
else, yeah.
Where is she from? Google
don't
it.
care.
You
Somewhere
have
we ain't
it.
never
She's
been.
from somewhere. She's from the South or whatever. And first of all,
Hey
football
Siri,
is really big.
Where's Tay Tay from?
It's really big. So you guys can also.
Bruh, she's from like Minnesota or something.
Minnesota.
Where does it say? Hometown to the right?
West Reading, Pennsylvania, nigga.
Pennsylvania.
I know, right? That was not in
West
my top.
Reading,
That was not what I
Pennsylvania.
was thinking.
That's where she's from.
It's not
She's a
giving-
country
it's not giving
singer,
Taylor
bro.
Swift.
I know. So she's a Steelers fan? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
She was a something.
Wait, it's Pittsburgh? Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
All I know is
I know that big ass nigga Big Ben ain't playing no more though.
no, he's not. That nigga been retired, bro.
Oh my.
That nigga
Anyway, I get what you're
retired.
saying. It is like all publicity. It is kind of weird, but at the end of the day, like she probably does like football. Football's my favorite sport.
What you might.
His sales went up nearly 400%.
Well,
So
that's why you
who's
took her to
buying
the
that
first game.
nigga's jersey that's really a Taylor Swift fan like that? Like,
All her fucking fans or something. I don't know. All the Swifties.
so are those? So okay. So
the
are those?
Swifters.
So yeah. So are those
The Swifter moms.
his supporters or are those just her supporters that just be like, oh,
What?
she's with him now?
Yeah, probably. That's what.
So it don't matter. It don't fucking matter.
That's
You
what
just
white
got-
people
What
do.
is his jersey number?
87.
Oh, that's a.
I was gonna say it's not even like a cute number.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's-
but he's
yeah, if it
also
was a
really good at his job. Like he's one of the greatest tight ends to ever play, ever in like the history of like.
If you couldn't tell, he's also white.
Okay, I'm not saying nothing about these white people. Brittany Renner, guys.
Oh,
what did you want to?
Oh,
you don't want to talk about Brittany Renner?
I was gonna tell you none of the other two.
Why? Why you don't want to talk about Brittany Renner?
I don't want to talk about.
You wrote the
anymore.
last one.
I know. I wrote both of them. I think it was good the way the podcast was going.
Yeah, but we got 2 more topics.
I don't even know what happened.
I don't even want to talk about these two.
Oh. Basically, Brittany Renner.
We can talk about Tupac.
Basically, Brittany Renner said that her body count was 35 on Shannon Sharp's podcast.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit, and he took like 27 shots. OD, like get it together.
But I actually listened. I was at work. I listened to some of it, and he was just like, him coming from old school, just didn't understand how like we're in this generation of like now everybody is telling like who they slept with, or if you did X, Y, and Z with somebody, you're like on social media, like in your face telling that. He was just like, I just don't understand because I'm not from that like era, and it's just really interesting for me to hear like older people talk about like the era there, and like, cause I don't even want to hear about everything that like is going on with everybody no more. Like this shit is just over. Like the Blueface Mama thing. Like for me to see her on social media talking about Megan Thee Stallion and my son need to have a baby together. Like, what are you talking about?
If Tory Lanez shot her, Blueface gonna slap her twice,
but it's like
shoot at her too.
It's like why are we even
think that's so, yeah, he would never.
But it's like why do we have these that we have so much access to these people, and all they like breed is negativity into the timeline. And it's like crazy to see like as a culture and as a people, when are we gonna decide what is more important to us? Our lives are like the funny shit, because Twitter be funny to me, bro, too. And I love seeing the memes just like the next guy. But then it's like, are we gonna ever put in any work as a people to like progress?
I think we're progressing.
Yeah. And as long as these Kevin James memes are out there, man, we ain't going nowhere.
But what do you mean by progressing as people? What is your markers? Are you comparing it to a different races markers?
I
think we are succeeding as a people. We're the most creative. We're the most open.
We're not. I mean, we're the most creative. Whoa. We're the most open. We're all that 1,000%. But we don't own the shit that we need to own. Yeah. Like,
I get
we don't
that,
control the things
saying,
that we need to own. So in that entity, that's really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about complete
power.
But
I've been going to the Black's beauty supply. I was at Fixins today. I go to a lot of Black establishments. Are you spending your money at Black establishments?
Yeah, but Kabir, you're a very politically woke person versus the quota of the regular ninjas that we know in the hood. The ninjas that we know that we went to school with. The ninjas that we know that we have on Instagram. Like we don't have a lot of politically educated Black people.
I get what you're saying.
Let's be real about that.
All I was trying to say is like, what markers of success are you using? And I said, but you see like what Black people do have to offer, even though it's not, we own certain things, because technically speaking, as humans or whatnot, you shouldn't own anything, because it's whatever. It's another concept, because we really should be feeding each other and taking care of each other, but whatever.
Right.
But my whole point of the matter, you don't own land either. So I own this house. Like technically this is your house, but this is not the land that you own. But anyway, whatever. What I'm trying to say is, as Black people, I do feel as if we do have certain things that adds to our life that I would say is also successful, and it also helps us as people that certain groups do not have. And that's all I was saying. And when it comes to expressing yourself, expressing your pain, music, family coming together, etc., I do think the Black culture is very big on that. And if we look at those other meters of success and what we have to do, that's more time away from your family, more time away from other things that might be creative to you, whatever that could be. But you're handling so much business that certain values that I would say are successful wouldn't be if you use those type of markers of success. You get what I'm saying?
And I totally get what you're saying.
That was kind of broken down, but you get what I'm saying?
No,
that's all.
That's a great point, but
it's not the best.
That's a great point, but my point is the things that we love to glorify on social media and gets all the attention from us as a community are the things that doesn't fucking matter. Brittany Renner saying that she slept with 3 guys in one day is going to get all the clicks. It's going to get all the attention. It's going to get Charleston White talking. It's going to get all the clicks. It's going to get all the attention.
Why was she even on that with that nigga?
Because this is the era we're in. This is the era we're in. This is a 3-time, like,
I feel like other eras we could be in, typical eras, and that's what I'm saying. They think bigger than that.
I knew he was old before he had the interview.
No. It was a great interview for him. Like, I just want to say, when are we gonna start focusing on the things that we need to focus on? It's like the same thing we were talking about
Never.
Quavo and the rap music.
We're not.
Like it just gets to a point where it's like, what are these people around our culture for? What are they doing? How are they progressing us? If they're not coming with the message of progressing our people, are we still gonna continue to promote them?
Of course, we're not gonna be
Let's
like.
take the back from another person.
Yeah, we're not gonna see anything like that happen in the near future because
I'm not.
the motion or the projection of the culture is not towards like making any lasting change. The motion of the culture is just fucking making money, doing whatever you want to do, being sexy. It's sexy. That's my girl though.
I was gonna say.
But that's not what the
Shake
culture
again.
is anymore. The culture has evolved into just being fucking popular. Whatever is going to
You
get
wanna
people to
be
listen, whatever is going to rake the money in. If we, and I don't necessarily believe that has to do exactly with our artists, but that has to do with the fact that, like you were saying, we don't own none of this shit. We're not. We might make the art, but we're not the ones making the money off of it. So of course, there's gonna come with some stipulations, like, you have to make it like this because that's what I want. So if we have some real ownership of our art, our creativity, which is the main thing, unfortunately, that you think of when you think of black people, you think of arts, entertainment, creativity, but we have no ownership over that. So it's like, essentially, who are we being created for? We're just the same thing we always talk about, just
recycle.
just recycle exploitation of black experience overall for the pleasure and profit of white people. So
I don't know.
to
I
answer
feel
your
like
question, it's
Baddies
never gonna change as
East.
long
I
as
feel like
it's just the
Baddies
same.
East and Jocelyn's Cabernet and whatnot. I don't think that's I think it's a high black viewers. I said what I said.
You think it's a what?
A lot of black people was watching that.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah, my sister always sending me a Jocelyn clip on
That's the
TikTok.
that's the only
Jocelyn's
thing I'm
so funny.
arguing is the problem.
I know, but I get what you're saying.
Because we haven't been marketed with anything else. My sister's been watching Bad Girls Club
I love it.
basically her entire life.
Yeah.
And
love
it's
it.
like, what other shows really have been marketed towards?
There's other ones.
I mean, of
Brandy.
course, but the vast majority of shows I feel targeted towards black women are reality-esque.
Living. Oh, you're talking about right now? Okay,
Yeah,
like,
just
like
reality-esque.
Girlfriend, Sex in the City. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but yeah, when
That's
Girlfriends
not
was out, living
living
single,
That
we
is
were watching
different.
reruns, and my sister
right.
was still really young at that time.
I could see that.
So
And
I
then now
remember,
it's reality.
I remember my mom watching Girlfriends. So
Yeah.
we watched that with her growing up. But I wouldn't say my sister was at the age where she was really grasping any messages in that show.
Right.
She wasn't staying up watching the Parkers and stuff like that.
But she saw the drama on.
But you see the drama because it's exciting.
There you go.
You're kids.
Exhilarating.
You get enticed by the excitement, and that's what you want to watch. It's just constant stimulus, and it's just like, of course, that's what I'm gonna watch.
Right.
And
I
then
can
they
see
do
what you're
another spin-off, then another one, and another one. It's just like, oh, now we got rappers, and it's just like it's just the same shit. And they just get you while you're young.
That's true. Cycle continues.
Yeah.
Lastly,
Who killed Tupac?
Who killed Tupac? I
thought
mean,
it
I
was the
feel like
government.
What?
I feel like they've been answered this question before. The person that was charged. Let me get his name.
It's the same person they always
They've been
thought.
yeah. Vlad has already fucking solved this shit like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But a new suspect was charged. Same
Well,
fucking
not
old,
new. It's the same one.
Same one.
Suge Knight?
Dwayne Keith D. Davis,
Yeah.
60 years old,
Ugh, so sad.
around the same age as Nicki Minaj's husband.
Damn. About to be in the same place.
Not to be the same place.
Neighbors.
He was taken into custody early Friday, authorities said.
Yeah.
Indicted on a charge of murder with the use of a deadly weapon. Yeah.
What has he been doing this whole time? Has he been?
He probably been
The
living
nigga's
life.
been doing Vlad interviews saying that he was in the car when Tupac got killed, so he's already indicted himself.
Well,
for,
that's what he.
He
gets.
said he was in the
that's
car.
That's what's wrong with these internet ass niggas. Like,
Doesn't mean he shot him.
these scam.
He
why
wrote
are
a
you-
book too. He
why
wrote
are
a
you
book,
snitching on yourself?
but he wrote a book.
That he was in the car.
Even if you're even involved in something slightly criminal esque,
That is
why are
a
you
that
exploiting
is a
it?
criminal charge.
But I'm saying, why are you
But
exploiting
this is
it?
the
Why are you
biggest
That's an
like
accessory to
publicizing
this is like the
murder.
biggest
Why are you
case in
not
America.
hiding?
This is like the biggest case to
Exactly.
ever.
So why
like-
are you not fucking hiding? Why are you writing books and
That's an
tell-alls and doing
accessory to
interviews?
murder.
Nigga, I'm out the country. I'm hiding. I'm low key enjoying myself. Now,
Right.
his ass, dumbass locked up at 60. Dumbass locked up at 60. Now he got to play chess. the
They're
rest of
not
his
gonna
life.
let him out.
Hey, he's definitely going. But I mean, we kind of knew this was happening. We'll see. I mean,
Who was this nigga? Like,
I guess he
he was a Compton Street legend.
Yeah.
I think the name of his book was Compton Street Legend or something.
that was even worse.
What happened? What happened to Tupac?
Jesus Christ.
What happened to Tupac? The Compton.
Well, I feel like that was pretty anticlimactic.
I know. That's
And
what I'm
also,
saying.
like, Tupac's been dead for 50 years.
27.
I was gonna say that's crazy because I'm nowhere near 50.
But it's like, yeah, I didn't see every doc. We didn't already know what happened. Like, it's 27 years later.
That's
bro.
why they were just like, all right,
They should have been.
We know where this nigga's at. Let's just go
They
pick him
said
up.
all the people who would be mad, they're not gonna be mad now.
Yeah, just go pick this nigga
What
up.
I do know is like that all goes into like, even though I think this generation is wilding,
Yeah.
at least we do have some sense because you think back to when Tupac got killed, them niggas was really wilding over some bullshit. Like them niggas were just beefing and killing each other over some bullshit too. So it's like we have expanded and evolved as a people, and we don't beef over the same shit, even though we kind of be beefing over the same shit.
But
It's like
we do need some of that energy.
I don't
back,
feel like
though.
a Tupac Biggie beef would ever happen again in life.
Yeah.
Because niggas don't care about music.
That is true.
I don't
too.
think we-
Niggas
But
don't
I'm
care
just
enough about
yeah.
music.
They don't even care about rap. Like even like the J Cole, even if J Cole rapping should like every rapper should just want to do a freestyle. Like J Cole like just killed this. Like Lil Wayne would get on that beat. Oh, like Yachty did not do nothing with that song. Like I'm about to get on this beat, destroy this beat. Now it's gonna be my song. Now everybody remembers that Yachty beat for Lil Wayne now because he just fucking remixed it and went crazy. Like rappers used to do that. They used to actually care. Like
Yeah.
we don't have that level of competition no more.
Yeah.
Where it's like niggas just dropping on beats and really doing shit.
That's why I'm really about to start making music because these niggas are ass. Like, give me a nice beat and
with
some
the
lyrics.
bars.
We finna Blam coming at you next episode. Peep the mixtape coming soon. Yachty, I'm coming from the throw. Boat, we sinking that shit. Blam out. You gotta cut it like right after I said that. You
That
gotta
was good.
bow.
I like how you.
Then you gotta show like a picture of a boat up in flames with us jumping on it.